Get Writing Now for Kids, a creative writing experience. In today's episode, 6-word stories, part 1. Can 6 words really be a story? Let's get started. So, writing a story using 6 words? You don't think that can be done? You'd be surprised what you can achieve by restricting your writing. And everyone can think of 6 words, can't they? Still not convinced? Here are a few examples. The tooth turned into a goblin. Was that under a pillow? In someone's mouth? Ew. One that was lying on the ground, minding its own business? 10 girls, 10 boys, 10 zombies. That's a showdown, it has to be. The zombies have taken over. Or a playground game? Or a maths problem? Ugh. Behind the door stood a kangaroo. What, a real one? No, it's a stuffed toy. Is this set in Australia? He shouted, "Don't forget the eyeballs." Now that has to be a Halloween prank. Or someone mending an AI in human form. Oh, I know. They're shouting to the person cleaning the giant elephant at the amusement park. The trainers started to run away. On their own? Oh, you mean the people, not the sports shoes, don't you? The sunburnt dragon winced. No, after sun. Dragons get sunburnt. Yeah, some things are just for fun. Do you see how 6-word stories work now? Unless they're just for laughs, they leave you wanting more, with unanswered questions. Everyone will probably interpret them differently, because you haven't given them enough information to do otherwise. But how do you do that? Well, the first thing you have to understand about 6-word stories is that you're often not going to be able to write full sentences. If you try that, you might end up with something very formal sounding but not much action. You need to remove any unnecessary words. Take out everything that isn't necessary to tell the story. Likely candidates are the, and, he, she, and it, they, them. I can't list them all, but you get the idea. It's also good to have some kind of action included, as in the tooth turned into a goblin, or suggested, as in 10 girls, 10 boys, 10 zombies. Readers need to be able to imagine the scene in their heads and fill in the other details. They can do this more easily if action is included. And you need to make people want to know more. That, in a way, is the point of a 6-word story. Why not look at these stories again and spend a couple of minutes trying to work out all the questions you want to know the answer to? Knowing the types of questions will help you create your story. Now it's time for you to try to write your own 6-word story. So, to avoid that dreaded blank page, see what I did there? Let's find some inspiration. Choose something that's close to where you are right now. It might be the room you're in, an object, an animal, a person, and make that the focus of your story. Have you got something? Okay, next, what is the most ridiculous thing you can think of to happen in that place, to that object, to that person, or whatever else you've chosen? Remember, we're trying to spark your creative juices. Go wild. For example, what if it started snowing in your living room? Or your parents turned into aliens? Or an object spoke to you? Think about what questions you want people to ask about your story. Got all that? Then get writing. Don't worry about getting exactly 6 words to start with, but do write something down. Editing your work is the biggest part of writing. Do you have the basis of your story? Ask yourself, is it dramatic? Or does it imply dramatic action? Would people want to know more? Am I excited by this story? Because if you're not, it's likely others won't be either. If not, try again with something else. The story is in the editing. This is true of anything you write. Never go with your first draft. Always edit. So, once you're happy with your story, let's see if we can get it down to 6 words if it isn't already. If you can immediately see words that aren't necessary, take them out and see how it sounds. Are you at 6 words yet? Nope? Then look at the verb you've used, if there is one. Is there a better verb, a more precise one? Instead of ran fast, you could say pelted or dashed. Be as descriptive as you can with one word. A thesaurus might be helpful for this, but always double check the meaning of a word you choose, because it might not be as exact as you imagine. If you're still not at 6 words, ask yourself if you're trying to give too much information. 6-word stories are a little like a news headline, the barest of information. What information is essential to the story, and what can be left for the reader to wonder about? Are you there yet? If not, now's the time to leave your story to rest for a few hours and go back to it. That's always the best way to see where things can be improved. In the meantime, why not write another one? If you're really proud of your story, and why wouldn't you be, you might like to put it in the comments so that we can all read it. And remember everyone, this is a Be Nice channel. If you enjoyed this first delve into 6-word stories, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and press that notifications bell. Next week, we'll be looking at 6-word stories in a slightly different way. Make sure you don't miss it.